Well, wait a minute.
No, wait.
All the Republicans pray that God tells everybody to God. I talk to God every day. He seldom answers me, and then he just criticizes my suit. But I am wearing my Republican tie, given to me by one of my websites. I voted line A almost all the way, except for I don't like Carolyn Maloney, so I didn't vote for her. But I don't like Pelosi. I don't like Democrats that are elitist, condescending, and full of hubris. So
limousine liberals
kind of covers most of them, doesn't it?
You don't like yourself either, do you?
I love myself. But now, where was I? Here I come back on track. Nancy Pelosi she's got less charisma than Boehner and Biden combined. I think it may be time for her to move on. I think we need new blood.
Well, there's a lot of
all
resentment, though. People are very resentful, and they blame her for being in the position they're in, and most of them, out of a job.
She's not solely responsible. That's like Boris, who could crush my spleen, so I'm glad he's not here. He said, America has spoken. What are we on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? I have a lifeline to America.
Yes.
Hello, America? What do you say? Come on.
America has spoken.
Democrats, as a Democrat, if I could advise the Democrats, but nobody listens to me, not even my kids, is you can't have obscenely wealthy people telling people who are struggling about the sacrifices they should make. That is what angers people. It angers me.
Yeah.
Well, I spent all my money on these
that's
clothes.
why you're wearing that tie today.
Yes.
Okay,
I
now
want bipartisanship.
I want to talk. He's going to toss a bone. Robin, give the Bush tax cuts. He'll let those.
I don't know what he's going to do.
I
think he has to try and behave in a Clintonian manner, but I don't know if he knows how. And one of the Washington insiders, somebody on his cabinet, said he doesn't like the theatrics of Washington. Well, maybe he shouldn't have taken the job. There's one of my big issues with Obama. I compared Obama and Reagan similarly, even though they're polar opposites, because they both love to campaign. They're both good at it. They're both telegenic, but they administrated everything to other people. Unfortunately, he gave it to Rahm Emanuel, who I don't think did a good job, and Reagan gave it to Baker, who was much more effective.
Statesman, yeah.
All right, we're going to have to take a quick.
Could you? Yes. Could you lose the beard?
Right. Yeah.
Could you lose the crazy guy look?
Clean it up
Could you
a
maybe
little
just
bit?
give a little dust?
Well, that's what they do. They do like a whole makeover, like Oprah Winfrey does on her shows.
Sounds like a new reality show.
That's what you do, and they do a makeover
Psycho makeover
of the criminals to make sure that they look a little bit more presentable in front of the jury and very dissimilar to what they look like at the time of the offense.
He's still.
Very few people knew. Everyone assumed, given the power they had. From an emotional standpoint,
they
ran the show.
Here we go again.
SCH.
Different family tree.
Yeah. Although I point out in the book, the Bushes and the Bushes knew each other. There's a little bit of similarity there.
We knew there
all these rich Republicans know each other. They all belong to the same country club.
Were the Bushes behind the scene of the Bushes?
Were the Bushes behind the Bushes? Were the Bushes are concerned?
I don't think the Bushes were behind the Bushes, but I would say
it's like a Dr. Seuss story.
Right.
I'm getting confused.
There is a parallel between the two father and son stories, because Bush father and son political, and then Bush father and son in this book.
Poppy Bush.
Yeah, there's a Shakespearean thread going through both of those.
Enjoying ourselves.
As somebody who's consumed an enormous amount of beer over the last 40 years, have you ever tasted a European beer? They're just much better. Maybe Anheuser-Busch should wise up to that.
Their operations, right? They're moving a lot of operations to New York because they want to make sure that they show people that they're really working hard in that American business.
Absolutely.
They've got digs over on Park Avenue. They have a bar in their offices.
This is all
I would
true.
like to get a job there.
I
You could introduce me to anyone?
I hear they have an amazing happy hour on Fridays.
It's like a frat party suddenly.
I know.
Yeah, so now he's talking about consensus. The consensus shouldn't be with the Republicans. The consensus should be with the voters.
Yeah.
He should be going to the voters and saying, you guys don't like this?
Don't you
That's what I've been saying. He acts like he has a mandate, but he doesn't have a mandate. And as the lone Democrat here, unless you're a Democrat, I don't know. I'm going after
I know.
Yeah, he's got the elephant.
The Republicans could have done even better. They could have probably taken the Senate if they hadn't had nuts like Palladino and Engel and O'Donnell running. I probably would have switched parties and voted Republican if there was somebody viable to run
told me you went
against.
straight to the A column.
But I said this.
Well, not Carolyn Maloney.
Right.
With every tidal wave, you get a little bit of seaweed.
Sarah Silverman said that she went up to President Obama and said, Mr. President, what was it like to grow up in a ghetto? And he said, excuse me, my name is Kanye West.
Oh, my God.
You have Gary Wills, you have George Will, all these intellectuals trying to lecture Obama, and he doesn't listen. So I have the simple analogy. You go to a restaurant, and a waiter comes up and goes, I have like a fish thing. It's really good for you, and you should eat it. It'll cost half your salary. Are you going to pay for it? No. He's got to start to convey what it is that the health care plan is about, or we should just trash it completely.
Yeah, I mean, there's this a messaging problem, as everybody. We have an injury. Oh, don't worry. If you wait long enough,
my Oxford has gone.